I'm not sure who needs to hear this story or why. I just know that the Lord told me to share it. When I was about 7 months pregnant, I was into it bad with my daughter's father. And I went on a trip with my friend who just texted me right now. And I remember I told her that the Lord had given me the number 5. And I didn't know why. I said, maybe it's going to take 5 years before my daughter's dad get his stuff together. Like, maybe it's going to take 5 years before me and him are on the right terms. Well, about 5 months later, he got indicted or whatever you want. We're not even indicted because it didn't go that far. But he was raided and he ended up signing for 5 years in prison. Now, fast forward, he does about 3.5 years. He comes home. Well, today, I decided to let my daughter go live with him for a few months so that I could tackle some goals that are really important to me that I haven't been able to do because I live 5 hours away from him. And I'm not able to send my daughter with him like that. My daughter is 5 years old. Okay. So, at 7 months pregnant, God gave me the number 5. I didn't know what that meant. 5 months later, he signed for 5 years in prison. He doesn't do the full 5. Now, remembering a pastor I had told me that the number 5 was God's number of grace. However, I looked it up, Strong's Concordance. The number 5 is Abba, which is Father. And the significance of that is, because I left out a part, today I was like, Lord, I just don't trust them. Like, I want to trust them, but I don't, and I want peace with that. And the Lord was like, first of all, you trusted him to let him put his thing in you raw. You trusted him enough to have a baby. But do you trust me? The Lord literally asked me, do you trust me? Will you trust me? And I said, yeah. And then he brought back to my memory the number 5. So, I don't know what that means to whoever sees this, but it holds a lot of significance to me. Didn't know that the number 5 meant father. And I talked to my dad earlier. I actually called my dad earlier for advice about how often to call my daughter, because I feel like the only way to build trust with somebody is to give them the opportunity to be trusted, if that makes sense. So I don't want to be overbearing. And I'm looking at my wall with something that my daughter brought home, and it is the fruits of the Spirit, and it's good. That's Galatians 5. The Lord is funny. He's funny. And he has a plan for you. All things work for the good of those who love him and are called according to his purpose. Yeah. I'm going to just end it there because it's a random story. But yeah, 5.